Such is the life of a dog. A dog has no obligations and is free to do what they choose for the most part. Dogs will nap, play, and eat all day. Yet, when their masters come home, they act as if they have been waiting all day just to be reunited with them. Dogs can be loyal, obedient, and their owner's best friend. Even at their worst times, they can still be overly affectionate towards you. Sometimes, the dogs will follow their masters even if it hurts them. Like most dogs, our dog has a carefree and obedient nature. He shows affection towards his humans and is the sweetest dog that I have ever known. I love our dog Ozzy, and our family would do anything to protect him. November 25th, 2014 was a day not unlike any other day. My father was in the backyard cutting wood for a project. Both of our dogs were outside with him playing what can only be described as a dog's version of tag. The windows were open, so I was hearing primarily power saw noises. Unexpectedly, I could hear the faint sounds of yelping coming from the window. My brother burst into the house and yelled, "Dad needs your help." My mother and I ran to the backyard and heard screams of pain coming from our dog. Neighbors were coming out of their homes to see where the sounds were coming from. Ozzy was just laying on the ground being comforted by my father. My dad said that Ozzy was jumping on his hind legs playing with our other dog when he started crying in pain. He said that he thought Ozzy must have twisted his leg in a hole or something, and he must now have a sprained leg. We carried him into the house and laid him on a bed. Ozzy was panting hard and drooling slightly. We did not know what to do for him, and it's evening time, so we did not have a clinic to take him to. We did several internet searches, and every indication seemed to confirm a sprain that would heal in a couple days. That evening was awful. No one got very much sleep, and poor Ozzy could not get comfortable. He would try to sit or lay down, but after a few minutes he would try to stand on 3 legs just to stand and pant. We had given him Motrin, but that did not seem to alleviate much of the pain. The next morning, we realized that this could not just be a simple sprain. With Thanksgiving being the next day, we knew that if we waited much longer, we would lose another full day without getting him checked. We took Ozzy to Dixie Animal Hospital, still thinking that he only had a sprain, but now wanting to get that verified. Ozzy could barely get around and still seemed to be in full pain. The veterinarian was not quite sure what was going on with Ozzy, but she said that she did not think it was a break in his leg. They decided to give him some pain medicine, then take x-rays on his legs and hips. When the x-ray came back, it was very clear what the problem was: hip dysplasia. Ozzy's leg bone was dislocated and completely separated from his pelvis. Furthermore, the veterinarian said they could not simply be popped back into place. Ozzy would need a surgeon. It was not something that they could do there. The clinic referred us to Elk Creek Animal Hospital, where they had surgeons on staff familiar with this type of injury. We felt terrible about not realizing the severity of the problem and the amount of pain that he must have been feeling. By the time we were able to get Ozzy there, he had been in pain for almost a full 24 hours. The surgeons explained that they were going to have to cut off the top of his leg bone and splint it into place. Ozzy would be in the hospital for 3 days, and the surgery would cost a total of $1,300. When we finally got to bring Ozzy home, he was half-shaved and had 17 staples. He was still barely walking around, but it was obvious that much of the pain was gone. We would have to carry Ozzy up and down the stairs for the next month and keep him separated from our other dogs. The healing process was slow, but we eventually got our old dog back. Our dog is not young, but he still has several years left with us. At the time of this injury, he was 6.5 years old. His birthday being in May, he is now 7 years old. The best word to describe Ozzy's legacy so far is perseverance. Ozzy's humans failed him and left him in pain. It was left up to him to battle through the pain, and which was only found out afterwards how severe it was. I know that I could not do what Ozzy did. Even though he is a dog, we can all take a lesson from Ozzy. When people's shortcomings let you down, you must battle on your own to persevere.